Hi everyone. Excuse me. My throat's like, I'm back just for a moment. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm back on YouTube, because I never made an official I'm leaving YouTube, because I kind of wanted to leave the door open just in case. But I thought I would come and share with y'all some of my most loved used products of 2015. Trying out if I feel comfortable or okay with doing pretty natural face. This is concealer and lips, that's it. Which for me is very minimal, and very rarely do I only wear that. But it's like, do that and maybe make a video, or put on my whole face and maybe not make videos, if that makes sense, because sometimes it just takes too much time to do all the things. Anyways, moving on. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had an amazing 2015. Mine was interesting, and I'll leave it at that. Good, but interesting. So I'm going to jump right in. I tried to get favorites from, did I say what this is? Just my most used, but I tried to kind of do from each section of beauty or, makeup, whatever. So I guess I have so many lip products right here. I'm going to start with lip products. I really fell in love with the Urban Decay, what are these? Lipsticks? The originals. They're not the matte, they're not the sheer, they're just the original. And my most worn shade and love shade is Rapture. Love the name. This tone, or this shade, is my favorite of all shades. Love it so much. So Rapture, I wore a lot. This is my favorite, and it's a Chanel, so it's actually my only Chanel lip gloss. It doesn't get worn all the time because I'm like, I don't want it to run out. But this shade, it's similar to that, not exactly, but it looks amazing. And it's just neutral, and it goes with everything. I love it so much. I should probably tell you what it is. It's number 69, Merveille. I'm pretty sure that's not the correct way to say it, but this is the Rouge Allure gloss from Chanel. And then my absolute most favorite, most worn, is the newer, they're not new anymore, I guess, but the Marc Jacobs Enamored lip gloss. This is the shade Rebel. I'll swatch it for you as well. You're gonna see these are all little, well, they don't look that similar right next to each other, so I feel pretty good about that. It's a little lighter. These glosses are amazing. Highly recommend them. So those are my favorite kind of, well, that was, okay. And then this is another neutral that I like, but it's a little bit darker once it dries down. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lolita. It's pretty well known. It's here on the bottom. It's just one of the ones I reach for when I'm like, I don't know what color. All of these I reach for when I'm not sure what shade I want to wear, because they're neutral and they'll go with whatever eye look I have done. Most used lip liner, Urban Decay 24/7. And this one happens to go, I'll swatch it with all of those. And this one is in the shade Paranoid. And then this, I think I got maybe 2 months, 3 months ago, so towards the end of the year, but I really love it. It's the Bite Agave Lip Mask, but I use this as I got the shade Crushed. I don't see it on here. Anyway, but it's the one that's kind of pink, but it's not that dark pink. It can be very sheer. It would be nice if I showed y'all, huh? Right there. I really like this. My lips can be super dry, and they automatically are not when I put this on. I use this as just like a lip balm or chapstick. I carry it in my purse all the time. Okay, that's it for lip products. I feel like that's enough. On to face products. Favorite concealers, which have been for a while now, are the MAC Pro Longwear, and I'm in between these two shades, and that's NC15, NC20. I need to try NW15, and that might be perfect, but you can see, use them up. The pumps are kind of irritating me on them, but I really like them. They are pretty drying under the eye, but they last and wear well, and they don't crease, I feel like, as terribly as other ones. If you apply them too thick, they'll still crease, as well, all of them. Okay, that's concealer. I'm like trying to go down. Okay, and then my favorite eyelid primer, which this is the old formula. I have one of the new, I mean, they repackaged them, and I think it's the thinner formula, but it's the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And I actually think I like this one better, even though I like that. I don't know if I can find it. The newer one has the applicator, but it's a thinner. Anyways, it's good. Eyeshadow stay, which I need. Staying along with that, most used eyeshadow palette is this one. Was a newer one that I got this past year. Well, in 2015. I just put my nail in that. Look at that. That's a bummer. Okay, sorry. Anyways, let me swatch these. This shade that I put my nail in is stunning. But I like this one because I tend to lean towards liking like pink mauve, period. Whether it be on my lips, my eyes, whatever. Well, I guess I'm going to swatch the whole palette for you because that's what I just did. Sorry. I don't know. You can tell I'm out of practice. So that's what these look like, basically. Just like that. Love this palette though. This is a good neutral palette with more of a pink undertone. Kind of like the Urban Decay 3, but obviously you're not getting as many shadows in this one. Love this. And also, when I don't know what I want to do with my eyes, this is the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. Definitely use this one a lot. The Kat Von D Shade Light palette for the eyes. I wasn't sure how much, but I really love this shade. But this really makes my eyes pop, especially when I use like this section. But this is an amazing palette. I highly recommend this one. And then most used, which I have featured before, single eyeshadow, again, was still the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible in the shade Endless Pearl. I'm surprised there's still some left, but there is, and I use that one pretty regularly. I'm trying to kind of go through this fairly quickly because I want to get it loaded well, and I don't know if it's going to be too long. So, okay, and then I really discovered this shade that I love. It's one of my most used eyeliners. It's right here. It's the Urban Decay 24/7 in the shade Crave. It's like a, well, you can see, like a super deep, dark brown matte. But it really, I feel like, made my eyes pop, so I tend to grab for that one a lot. My favorite face primer, as far as, yeah, most used, I've used this little sample up, is the Benefit Professional. It's the only one that really smooths my skin as far as pores go, and give a nice canvas. It gives a nice canvas, and it really fills my pores like no other. And I've used pretty much all of the other pore filling ones, and this one is the one that I always end up going back to. On that same note, powder that I carry with me that I use a lot is this one. I do wish, I don't know if I can show y'all, I do wish it was more translucent, because sometimes it looks like too much of a tone. I don't know if you can see it's right there. It's not focusing on it that great. But it's definitely not a translucent powder. But it's great for the pores and mattifying. And that's the Benefit Professional, what is it called? Agent Zero Shine. Most used blush easily was this Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop and number 14 Heather Pop. Looks like that. You can tell I've definitely put a dent in it. I'm going to swatch it for you. Find room on my hand, because we all saw how the arm did not work out that well. So it's right there. Looks like I'm going to punch the screen, but I'm not. It's obviously a heavy swatch. But this is the one I wear again when I just want something. I wear this the most. But especially because when I'm like, oh, I don't know what shade I want to use, I just pop this on. It is so light. I'm going to see if I can get this to... Yeah, you can really... It's very, very light and has a little slight sheen to it. It's not much at all. Love that though. Favorite highlighter, which again, I got this more towards the end of the year, but this is the one that I'm reaching for the most. This is Chanel. I cannot say that. I'm just going to show you. It's all that right there. But it's number 12. Coupe de Minute. I don't know. But it looks like this. And you think, oh, that doesn't really look like anything. And I thought I was ordering a blush because it says highlighting blush. So I thought I was getting like a Barely There blush. And when I got it, I was actually thinking of returning it. Then I was like, I'm going to play with it a little bit. And I ended up, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I ended up using this as a highlight. It's right there. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. But it is the most subtle, it shows up, but it's the most subtle, beautiful highlight ever. Oh my gosh, this video is already kind of long. Sorry, guys. Welcome back, Renee. Okay, so that's the most face products. Oh, my foundations. I have been loving, and I think this is the last like 3 or 4 months probably I've been using this. The combination of the Dr. Jart BB Cream Beauty Balm. It has SPF 45. I mixed this. This is a little dark by itself. In the summertime, it's okay. I haven't had it in the summertime, but towards the end of the summer, I think. But it's okay. But then it's too dark most of the time for me. So I've been mixing it with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and this one's pretty light. But mixed with this one, I really like the shade I get. I think you'll be able to see a little bit on the pump. But this by itself makes my skin look amazing. I love this product. I love it. That's been most used foundations recently. Before that, it was the Estee Lauder and Dior mix that I think I've talked about before. Oh, the most used applicator for me is the Beauty Blender. I like the pink one, but this one, it is dirty. Excuse the messiness. But this one definitely washes better, and because I use a lot of long wear foundation, so I love it though. It's the only thing that really helps my foundation look correctly. And the most used, what do they call them? Setting spray. This is old packaging. I'm almost done with it. The Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. Love that stuff. I do believe it works and definitely helps where you live somewhere, especially when it's humid and ugh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then my most used dry shampoo still, my most favorite, whatever you want to call it, most loved, still the Batiste for drugstore. This is tropical. This is a new bottle. I really like the scent. I hadn't gotten it before, but I love it. Love it. But most used drugstore, higher end, the Kenra Platinum dry shampoo. This is still my favorite. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I think that, oh, I was going to do perfumes too. I have been loving, this is my most reached for, loved, Gucci 2. I just say it's the pink one when people ask me because I'm like, I don't know what the actual name is, but I think it's like Gucci 2. And then when I'm like, I don't know what I want to wear, it's that one, or then my good old standby Fantasy by Britney Spears. Love that. I've loved that for many, many years. I think that covers a lot. If we want to talk brushes, this is my only powder brush that I use for setting. This is the Wayne Goss number 14. This is the blush brush I use. My most, well, I can quit saying that, but my favorite eyeshadow brushes. This is a MAC 217, I think is the number. I could not see it. It's not on here anymore. 217. Love it. Love it. This is the Sephora. It'll have it on here. Bullet crease brush. That's exactly what I use it for. And then the Wayne Goss number 18, which is what I use for like creamier eyeshadows and packing it on like so. Okay, I feel like that's long enough. This video is 14, almost 15 minutes long. So I hope you guys enjoy. I would love to know what products you used a lot or loved a lot. Anyways, thank y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.